So welcome to our call tonight. I leave it open a little bit for questions if you have later on questions. Tonight we want to discuss the business flow basically. That's very important, how to develop a business flow which serves you for the future as well. So I just jumped straight into the slides. I introduce myself quickly. I don't know if everybody knows me. My name is Bea Corrie. I'm with Herbalife now since 23 years. I got started as a customer, not even looking at the Herbalife business, but after Herbalife seminar, I was so interested because Herbalife offers an international business opportunity, and my dream was always to have an international business. Over the years, I developed within 6 years my business to a president team, and everything what I know right now and what we discuss often, and this came also across in our event now we had with the future president team retreat in Portugal. Everything has to do with creating a flow. And let me explain that quickly. When you look at a farmer, for example, he creates a flow because he brings out the seed, then he looks well after the seed, watering and all of that, to have then the harvest, but he plants again the seed. So there's all the time a flow going on. And so in every business you look at, there is a flow created, and this flow you must understand and develop for yourself. It comes together with your personality, but if you really want to build a business, when you're just here and want to have Herbalife as a little hobby, then it's something different. I really talk to you when you want to build Herbalife to, let's say, an extra income of 3,000 to 5,000 rand, or if you want to make even a career with Herbalife and say, I want to take it all the way to the top, I want to go next year to the Active World Team, as an Active World Team to Paris, to the Extravaganza for Middle East and Africa and Europe, or you say, I really in for the president team. I do whatever I can do, whatever I have to do, I'm in for the president team. So I really urge you, if there's any chance that you take good notes right now. I can see Roxana is driving, but at least she's listening. But take good notes now, because this is something what I want to present you tonight, where you should look at your business and should find where is your blockage. There's maybe certain blockages, and it's completely normal. Yeah, I had a long discussion with Taryn today, and I appreciate the time we had together, where we were just analyzing, and each one of us, even myself, you have stages all of a sudden where you think, there is a blockage. How can I solve that blockage? It's almost like when you have a pipe system and you see the water is not flowing through anymore, you must find the blockage, you must solve it, and then it flows all of a sudden again. And maybe it blocks at the other part, but then you sort that out. This is all what we have to do. It's not working for me. It's working for everybody. You just must find your personal blockage, basically. Okay, let's jump into that one. Let's see what I have prepared for you. So to develop a business flow, and these are just now the characteristics of the business to build a business. So first of all, in our business flow is always activity to attract prospects. And I highly recommend to talk to 10 people a day. How you do it? If you do it with online advertising, Facebook, WhatsApp, if you contact your friends and family directly, if you take 10 flyers and have valuable conversations with somebody, if you make a stand, if you make surveys, but find the possibility that you talk to 10 people a day. I heard just now Nicolene saying it's very hot, but maybe there's a shopping mall where it's nice and cool and aircon, or you find a way to communicate through advertisement. If your advertisement, you see that it's not working, then think maybe your advertisement is not attractive. Talk to your mentor, to your sponsor, change something till it really works for you. I remember we had Miloska once doing a call for us, and she was talking about Facebook advertising, and she realized what she was posting was just a copy and paste of somebody else's post. It was not, she didn't have the heart in it. It was not her passion what she posted. She just was hoping for the best, basically. And she changed it, and really was speaking from her heart. And since her post is all the time more speaking from her heart, she has more response on Facebook and Instagram and all of that advertising. And it must be a consistency. So when you make activity, it must be a consistency of every day, every day, every day. This is planting seeds basically every single day. The activity to attract customers must lead obviously to an action. And our action is then the trial pack. It is a wellness evaluation. And always be clear, the way you do a wellness evaluation, the way you give somebody a trial pack, is it simple enough that you can teach somebody doing exactly the same like you're doing? Because our business is great what I'm doing, but at the same time, it should be duplicatable. It should be that you can teach exactly the same to the next member. Do you ask for referrals? This is often the magic point where a lot of us miss out, even on the stage of a trial pack, asking for the referrals. The follow-up. Do I really do a proper follow-up that my customer falls in love with the shake? 6-day trial, for me, I work 6-day trial, healthy breakfast, works for me only that I see that my customer falls in love with the shake, that my customer loves the tea, and that my customer is more and more excited that I can build a relationship, even when I do a lot on WhatsApp, that some form is building a relationship and love and fun and excitement. Then the upgrade, obviously, after the 6 days, which leads to a breakfast customer with shake, tea, aloe. I start and often the customer also to offer to have a second shake when it is about weight loss, meaning that he has his shake for breakfast and for lunch, or shake breakfast and supper. But I do always the same. So I don't vary there. And then it's basically from there creating my follow-up, a community, some form, again, always asking for referrals and also building still that relationship. Because a customer continues on the product means not automatically that you have built a relationship with him. Building a relationship means that you know about his family, or that you know even that you even meet the family. Probably, I actually love always to say to my customer, I would love to see your family, just that they know and I can explain exactly what you're doing in the future, so that you get a little bit more emotional support. So think of, do you want to see the family just to make another sale? Or do you want to see the family just to give your customer more emotional support? The rest happens automatically. Then obviously with the upgrade comes also when the customer comes week by week. I see my customers, if they live close by and can commit to that every single week for measurements. But again, for me, it's not so much about the measurement. Yes, we celebrate the successes. Their lives
changed dramatically after investing in Bitcoin.
One moment, I mute quickly, everybody. Okay, we got it. So for me, it's not too much about the measurements when my customer comes every single week. Every single week helps me to get another puzzle piece to know my customer better. Where is his, what kind of lifestyle does he have? Does my customer like to have a drink from here and there? Is it somebody who loves parties? Is it somebody who loves his pets? Is it somebody that you understand your customer, that you really find out in conversation? It happens naturally that you feel all of a sudden your customer loves his job or hates his job, or earns enough money or earns not enough money. That comes in natural conversations. And it gives you an opportunity basically to also think of how can you offer our opportunity. Then for me, it's often in these weekly meetings, the possibility to sample to them a shake with the multifiber in it, or to sample them a PDM so that they taste it and want to have it in the future, because now I can talk with them about the need of the right amount of protein, calculating the right amount of the protein. But often I make that sale for PDM and multifiber only after maybe 4 weeks, 8 weeks, in between, so just when the relationship is more and more grown, that my customer is really serious and he just wants to have a better result. So that follow-up is very, very crucial to build your relationship. This is why you see it repeating here over and over again. And then I invite my customer to the Herbalife Opportunity Meeting. And often I get asked, Pia, when do you invite your customer to the Herbalife Opportunity Meeting? And I invite my customer when I feel he loves the product. For me, it's not about how many kilos he lost. Somebody can be, after 6-day trial, already super excited, upgrading. And I say then, and you know what? You're so excited about our products. I take you with me to our loyalty benefit meeting. There you can learn all the benefits you have in the future when you want to become a loyal member. I don't say anything more. And this is again something very important. You need to have your sentences in place. You need to know what you're saying. If you say to your customer, hey, come with me to a Herbalife Opportunity Meeting, or if you send to your customer just that odd flyer, what we send out to all members that we know our events, your customer is scared to do business, or your customer thinks I don't have time for business. So basically, you overdo it basically with your invite. You see more in your customer than he sees right now, but give him an opportunity to see it by himself. And this is why I invite my customer completely neutral and say, I would like to invite you, go with me to our member or our loyalty benefit meeting where you can find out all the benefits for a loyal member. I hope you write that sentence down, find it in your own words, but talk more about loyal member benefits, what he can have. And when he asks back, but what kind of benefits can I have? I say, you can have between 25 and 50% lesser price. You can have the products completely for free. And there are even more benefits. This is why we need an hour to explain it. So this is why I tell you, you just come with me to the member benefit meeting. And when you don't have a meeting close by, find out where the closest meeting is. Find out where your BBS is. Make it part of your business flow to be regular at the closest meeting in your area. And if there is no meeting at all, then create one online. You have an upline, you can create one, you can have stories, you can make around the kitchen table a meeting. So that's not the point. The point is really having a regular flow where you start to invite also your customers and people who are really serious interested in a business to a Herbalife Opportunity Meeting. But with the right way of how you talk to the people. Now you have the situation that your customer is after the HRM and he becomes a member. Now your customer becomes either member A, B, C, or D. And I will explain that in a minute, what I mean by that. A member is not a member. What do I mean with that? A member is not a member. They all sign the same application, but the one member really just wants to buy for himself and maybe for his wife or for his spouse with the 25% benefit, and they don't see anything more. Then there's the member B, where this one would like to earn a little bit, just that it pays enough or that he can have his products for free. The member C is the member who would like to have a consistent extra income, serious income of 3,000 to 5,000 Rand extra. And the member D is the one who is looking for a career. So now understand, all members signing the same form, but they have different goals. So we need to treat our members differently, and we need to find out what kind of member do I have. So how do I find it out? The easiest way, by asking, so what do you want to achieve with your membership? So I go to that in a later slide back again, but then obviously we need to also have a support in place for our member. So either you have a support structure when you are very, very new, then you might have a support structure from your sponsor or from your team upline, which you want to use and want to plug yourself in together with your member. If you don't have a support structure, then you learn how to support your member by teaching them everything what you learn. And therefore, we have the pocket coach. We have these calls on a Monday evening. We have regional, the BBSs. So the LDW, this is basically for you that you create more and more a support structure for yourself, but also for your members. What kind of training and what kind of community do you have for your customers and for your members? Everybody wants to belong to something. So don't say, I don't have anything in my region. Create something. That's the biggest opportunity at all, when you can create something which fits your personality. And then obviously the next step is to help your member and assist your member to get as quick as possible, to become as quick as possible an active member, to reach the MAP qualification, to reach the 5 to 7 customers. Why? The moment your new member gets 5 to 7 new customers, and you teach them how to do the follow-up so that they can keep the customers. The moment you start to teach your new member also to get new members and to help these members to become an active member and have 5 to 7 customers, this is the moment where you start to make your member confident. This is where you help your member to build confidence levels up. So it's not only training the theory, we must do the praxis together till my member is in a flow of the 500 by 3 plus 2 new members, teaching these members the same, so that my new member can create his own flow. I hope this makes sense. And then obviously this should lead that this member can qualify to supervisor already with downline volume. So ideally, when somebody qualifies to supervisor, the ideal qualification is 2,000 personal purchase volume and 2,000 downline volume. Then you know exactly the structure is in place. And this leads then, I don't want to say automatically, but almost automatically to an active supervisor, to a world team. And when this flow just continues, that the fill in from first to second to third to fourth, the whole flow what I created here, then it leads to active world team. So if somebody is able to do that for a consistency of 1 year, I can almost guarantee you this person is from member to active world team level within 1 year. But it needs that consistent flow and looking, where is a blockage, where do I need to work on? And it's not just that you work on that by yourself, you work with your sponsor together. So these are the different members I was talking about, member A, B, C, and D, as I just explained it. And now we need to look what kind of support do these different members need. So I was just brainstorming with myself and I thought, follow-up is important for myself. I need a good product result, so I need to keep myself on track. Either I make myself accountable to my sponsor, to my upline, or to a sideline, even to my clients, I can make myself accountable so that I follow up my own product result all the time. But follow-up is important for my clients all the time and for my members all the time. So please, when somebody becomes a member, don't stop with the follow-up. This is where you need to make your follow-up more intense, because now this member wants to have also customers and members. And when we neglect now the follow-up, we can very quickly lose a brand new member. And this is what you don't want to have. The better the product result for somebody is, the more customers they attract. If they want to do business or not, they actually fall into the business sometimes without that they realize it, because their results are so great. Recognition is important for everybody, for yourself, for your clients, and for your members. So use all the tools we have in recognition, especially when you work with Instagram and Facebook. It's so, so important. Education about nutrition. For whom is that important? For everybody. For myself, for every member, for our clients, but also for all members on all different levels. So when I go back now, let me go back quickly to the previous slide. So we have the member A, B, C, and D. And all these 4 different levels of members need their follow-up, they need their recognition, and they need education about nutrition. A wellness assessment, a shake party, is important for all my friends and families, but also for all colleagues and for my clients and members as well. So this is a circle of influence around your client. You can think now, did I make already a wellness assessment or shake party for my client to meet the close family? Have I been already at my client's workplace to meet the colleagues and make a little shake party there? And I'll give you a little secret to that. If you just want to do a shake party or wellness assessment for the family or for the colleagues from your member or from your clients, because you have in your head, jing, jing, I want to make more money, I want to make more trial packs, I want to make more volume points, you know what? You have it hard to get a shake party booked. The moment when you think, when I get a shake party or wellness assessments done for my member, I can help him that his surroundings, his friends and family understand what he's really doing. I can help him to get even better results. Believe me or not, sales come automatically when you have the right intention. When your intention is only volume points and money, you have it hard. When your intention is, we have a task out there. Imagine how would you feel when tomorrow your customer says, my husband died because of a heart attack. He was overweight. And you think, oh my God, this is nightmare for me, because I think I wasn't enough intense to see that husband. I didn't even know that the husband is overweight. I didn't move my bum out of my house to see that husband. I didn't find the right way of talking to my customer that I want to see the family. So this is always in my head. I want to meet the family. I want to meet even the children. Yeah, when I have a shake party at the home from a client or from a member, and I can give the children also a taste of the shake, and they love my shake, I'm getting excited, because for every customer, for every mom and dad, it's a sheer excitement when the children like the shake because it's healthy nutrition for the children. So I hope you understand my emotions around that. This is where we often lose it a little bit and think only of cold market and going out there with flyers or whatever, and we miss the opportunity to speak to the close family. HRM, Customer Recognition Day, is important for myself, but it's also important for clients and for all my members, because this is recognition. This is learning more about the products. This is tasting the products. So obviously I invite my clients and my members all the time. And obviously for myself as a serious member, I book my PBS and HRM in my diary, and this is part of my business flow. So it's not the occasional odd situation that I go there. So if you are somebody who wants to earn an extra income of 3,000 to 5,000 Rand, please admit also a little bit of business mind. What part is important for your business? 3,000 to 5,000 Rand is not earned by sitting on the couch and watching TV. 3,000 to 5,000 Rand or making a career is earned by doing certain things at the right time and creating that flow, what I'm talking about. Education about the marketing plan and all steps of the business flow is important for myself, but it's also important for all the members so that they know there are different steps, how they can get from 25% to 35% to 42% to 50%, and how they can earn a royalty income, a passive income. Attending all trainings, workshops, leadership development weekend and extravaganza, it's important for me and it's important for all members. Qualifying for everything is important for me, but also for all members. Get a qualifying mind that doesn't matter what is the qualification, you want to qualify for it and you want to find out, how do I qualify? Instead of thinking that is too high, too much, too little, whatever, don't think even so far. Think, how can I qualify? When you start to ask yourself more often, how can I do that? You will get the answers. The moment you block yourself and say, I can't do that, then you can't do that. You're right. But when you start to ask yourself, how can I do that? Then the answers will basically come to you. So a flow leads to a personal production automatically. And when we talk in volume points, then a flow leads to a personal production where you create customers. You start with your 500 PPV, but it will create you towards the 1,000 up to 4,000 personal purchase volume points and more. New members, you will get, when you work this flow, 3 to 5 new members per month. You will start automatically that you have MAP qualifiers, meaning you start to develop people. You will have new first-line supervisors, and your total volume points will grow to 5,000 plus. That is the reward for creating a flow, a business, where you know consistently what to do every single day. So everything affects everything. What you need to look and what you need to analyze wherever you start right now, maybe you are brand new and it's a little bit overwhelming what I'm talking about just now. Then let's talk in a personal conversation. Where is your blockage right now that you haven't achieved what you wanted to achieve so far? Or maybe you are on track. Even when you are brand new, you achieved your first or second month minimum 500 PPV, but you want to know if your entire flow is in the right direction. Because in the beginning, we are often so focused on just getting customers in our PPV that we forget part of our business is creating new members. So if you don't create new members, you're stuck sooner or later because your time is limited. So it's better to do both at the same time. So basically, it's really to analyze your own business flow and to analyze then also the flow of your members if you have already members in your team. But first, analyze your own flow before you analyze other people's flow. There's a nice saying, there is actually no shortage of people to talk to. I don't know if you're aware of that. But there's a shortage of people who have the courage to talk to people. I repeat that quickly because I really like it. And I made that more and more my own. There's no shortage of people to talk to. There's a shortage of people who have the courage to talk to people. And you must find out, why do you talk to people? Or why do you think you should talk to people? And I said it earlier on. I see myself as somebody who can help people to live healthier and happier. It's not just words, I mean it. When people have more energy, when people walk easier, when people have lost 5 kilo or 30 kilo, they have a different lifestyle. We all know that 90% of all the diseases people discover are lifestyle diseases. And what we have is we help people to get into a healthier lifestyle. So for me, it is essential that I talk to people that they know what I'm doing. Does everybody say, yay, Bea, this is exactly what I wanted to have? No. This is why I talk to 10 people a day, where maybe 1 or 2 are interested. Do they come immediately to a wellness assessment? No. And if you were looking before we went on the call together on the Herbalife chat, then you have seen maybe the story from Nuncedo. Nuncedo I have met 2.5 months ago. And for 4 weeks I was inviting her till she finally came for her assessment. I'm so grateful that I had the patience to invite her over and over again. The only reason why I never forgot about Nuncedo was because I could see the pain when she was walking. This is how massive she was. And now it's not just that she qualified in 2 months to the supervisor level with 2,000 ppv and 2,000 downline volume. Much more is her health, what she has more and more in order. Much more is the less weight she has on her bones. And this makes me excited. So when you can get excited about the change in people, the change, what happens when they feel healthier, happier, they have more energy, they play with the children again, all of that stuff, when you can really buy into that, this is when you become seriously successful. When you start to help more and more people what they want to achieve and not what you want to achieve. You will get automatically what you want to have when you help enough people. So I hope that helped you a little bit. And in closing, that was a little bit of summary from what I got also from the Future President Team Retreat. And I know I took you on a very high level with that. But I think you deserve it to see the complete picture, and then we start to break it down. So if you're seriously interested, you make contact with your sponsor, with your mentor, with me, and we just break it down and analyze your business flow and look for the blockage and look how we can solve the blockage. Like every house and every pipe system is different, the same is ourselves. And you know what? There is, to everybody, is a solution if you really want it. And in closing, I want to share something with you, what Turkish leaders shared with us at the Future President Team Retreat. They are qualified on a 20K level. That's a level like our Quentin Rivard, the guy from France is coming, who made it in 4 short years. And they shared with us that they actually have 6 rules when they work together with their team members. So when somebody wants to work together with them, they ask them, do you have a burning desire? And this is what I ask you now. Do you have a burning desire to make a difference in your life? Or do you want to have 2018 the same like 2017? And was 2017 the same what was 2016 or worse? So if you have that burning desire to make a change in your life, that burning desire to make a difference, that burning desire to make a difference for your family, do you have the needs, and needs in all respect, just being needy and saying, I can't, but not really putting things into action, not really asking for help and say, please help me. I need this, I don't understand this, please explain me again. Please, I don't get it right, help me again, show me again a wellness assessment, show me again the follow-up. When you're that kind of person that you understand, you need, you want to know, but you're willing to learn, not just complaining. You know what I'm talking about. You find the beggars on the street who say, please give me. When you tell them, please come and work for me, they never come. This is not what we need in our business. But when you say, I need more information here, I still don't get it right with the customer. I still don't get it right with my advertising. This is the kind of, let me know, let me try, let me do this, let me do that. You must, it's almost like you want to play a game to get it right. The third point is trust. Do you trust in Herbalife? Do you trust in yourself? Do you trust your mentor? Do you trust me? Do you trust Herbalife? Do you trust the marketing plan? Do you trust the products? Answer yourself these questions. And when there is somewhere a question mark along the line, if you don't trust yourself, it goes back to self-development. If you don't trust anybody or anything in Herbalife, then find the facts. because Herbalife is in 37 years on the market. Herbalife has double-digit growth. Everything in Herbalife can be proven to you that you can find your trust and your belief in it. It's scientifically proven product. There are results in the market. We have products with 30-day money-back guarantee. So just be clear about yourself. Do you have that trust? And then do you have faith? Do you have faith that you can step out of the old person you are into a new person, that you can become somebody who is highly successful? You possibly, maybe, never were successful before. Maybe you have never earned 10,000 or 15 or 20,000 rand. Maybe nobody recognized you in your life. Maybe you were always losing things instead of getting rewarded and getting, and you just don't have faith that this time it can be true. Then you need to work on your faith. And that has something to do with affirmation, but also getting the facts. This is personal development again, because it comes inside from yourself. But these can be little triggers which can make it hard for you. Do you have a dream? Do you have a big dream? Is there something in you which you don't want to put to sleep, which you really want to achieve for your life? When you look back one day and you sit in the rocking chair and your grandchild asks you, Grandma, Grandpa, did you miss out on anything in life? Did you achieve anything you wanted to achieve? And you have that smile on your face and say, I achieved anything I wanted to achieve. You know what? A dream is there because you have the potential in you to achieve it. The only discovery is basically how we can get our deepest insight more open, to break it open. It's almost that development from a cocoon to become a butterfly, to break out of it and develop the most beautiful future. And this is a development. And this is where we often expect too much in a short time and too little in the long run. So often sometimes a member starts, and when everything does not fall into place in the first 4 weeks or in the first 3 months, and they see other people moving faster, they get frustrated and they give up. It's not for me. And exactly this is what I want to prevent for you. You came to Herbalife, or Herbalife came into your life, and I believe there is a reason for it. And you became a member because there is hope in you, hope to make a difference in other people's life, and hope to make a difference in your life. So it's there for you now, and that's your task, to develop yourself to the person who deserves that dream. I repeat it. It's your task to develop yourself. It's called personal development on a daily basis to achieve what you want to achieve, to get your dreams. But this is not happening overnight. It's a daily small improvement. Today a little bit better than yesterday. Tomorrow a little bit better than today. Small little improvements. Evaluation in between. Am I on track with my flow? All of that belongs together. Ambition. That's the last one. You never know how close you are. So never give up on your dreams. And I think that picture says more than I need to explain now. So you just need to have the consistency and the belief and the faith that you're doing the right thing. When you're just consistently doing it, it becomes more and more flow, it gets more and more around, and all of a sudden you don't think about it anymore. So at the moment it's like overwhelming, oh my goodness. But when you get yourself into it, it becomes more a second nature. And then you just go till you're finally there where you want to be. In a year from now, the same call, what I do right now, will make so much more sense for you. Now you can decide, I want to learn each step Bea was talking about. I will learn each step Bea was talking about. I will learn how to teach other people. Each step what Bia was talking about. Is it achievable? Yes. But you decide in your mind if you want to have it. Your success is only limited by your own imagination and your own hard work. This is what Mark Hughes, the founder of Herbalife, said already. And I want to close with that. I would like to open quickly the call just for if there's one or two quick questions. If you want to say anything to the call, or maybe also if you got some value out of it. So the call is open, so you can say hi. Ooh. Anybody here? Hello.
Hi, Bia. Thank you very much. That was very informative.
Thank you. Did you get some value out of it? We just make further with that in the focus group now, huh?
Okay, sure.
So any questions?
Thank you, Bia. It was very learnful.
Thank you, Bia.
Thank you, Bia.
Pleasure, pleasure, pleasure. Obviously, no questions. That surprises me, but it's okay. Then I hear from you when you start to evaluate your own business flow. And I'm curious to find out where is the blockage and where we can open up the blockage to really help you to your biggest success you maybe not even dream about. Thank you very much for your time this evening. I can tell you already next week we have a very exciting call coming up, so put it in your diary. We will have a newly qualified, fully qualified active supervisor on the call, Frederick Fischer, FC call. He just recently qualified now for the active supervisor. Very nice development. His last month he closed with more than 4,000 volume points. So very interesting to learn from him directly. How does he get his customers? How does he look after the customers? How does he get the members and help the members to develop their own business? So look already forward for that call. And I wish you a very successful December. Remember, December is a quite interesting month. December is actually the month where most of the people decide, I need to look after my health. Maybe some of the people want to still lose weight for the Christmas party or for the holidays. So it's good to have a lot of activity going. But at the same time, understand it's that time of the year where people consider they haven't looked well after themselves the entire year. Now they must make a change. So when you go out, wear your badge. Talk to as many people as possible. I told you already, minimum 10 people a day. Plant your seeds for December and for January. You don't want to miss out not helping the people when they need us the most. And besides that, there's a lot of people out there who are not happy that they don't get a bonus this year. So offer the people our extra income opportunity when you find people are not happy with their jobs or with their bosses or with their bonuses. So we have really the possibility to help everybody to be happier and healthier. In this aspect, I wish you a wonderful evening. Love you lots and looking forward to hear a lot from you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Bia.
Bye.
Bye.
Go.